defendant's state of Ohio versus Kayla Sue Valentine, case number 20-CR-126, in which she's charged with 1 count of possession of heroin, and in case number 20-CR-226, in which she's charged with failure to appear. All right, so you originally indicted in case number 20-CR-126, and had the counsel in that case in a pre-trial hearing set, I believe, back in January of 2022, and there was a case issued for you. And so, in that case, appointed attorney Dennis Kirk to represent you. And bond in that case will be set around $5,000 plus your owner cognizance, $171 service fee prior to release. If you make bond, you report probation immediately, and like all the other original conditions in that case. Now, you were indicted on October 6, 2020, that's Valentine failure to appear. And that alleges that on or about September 4, 2020, I was wrong on the date, September 4, 2020, that you recklessly failed to appear after, in the previous case, after you've been released pursuant to a bond filed under ORC 49729, which is OR, and that was an actual day felony. That is a 4th degree felony, and if convicted, carries a sentence of 6 to 18 months in prison and a fine of $5,000. Now, you are entitled to have an attorney, and I see you did fill out your financial affidavit. Is everything on that form correct?
Yes.
All right. So, appoint Mr. Kirk to represent you again in that case as well. Whether or not guilty will in your behalf. I will set the bail review hearing on your case for Thursday morning, which would be June the 9th at 8:30. First pre-trial on case will be, pre-trial both cases will be June the 22nd at 1 p.m. Final pre-trial will be July the 6th at 1 p.m. And trial date will be July the 14th at 8 a.m. Bond in that case will be set at $10,000 plus your own recognizance. Again, that is your promise to appear. If you fail to appear, you could be prosecuted for additional felony, and if convicted, sentenced on that regardless after this case, you are required to pay a deposit of $171 prior to release. Certain statutorily required fees. You may bond, report to the probation department immediately, and 1 week and 4 weeks after that, as they determine, to go random drug testing by phone numbers for home self-employer. Recommended by probation to be evaluated for substance abuse and mental health issues, and triggers indicated rule that fall under offense of this action You would also be under house arrest at your residence at 724 Peabody Avenue in Washington Courthouse. Means you have to be there all the time, unless you're going to and from work. Medical appointments, court proceedings in this or any other case, to attend any kind of court proceedings in this or any other case, appointment of attorney, probation officer in this or any other case, and any kind of schooling, job training, educational programming at church. Other than that, you have to be there at all times. If you fail to comply, then the court could revoke that bond and be held to a first order court. All right. Do you have any questions, Ms. Valentine?
Really, I was just wanting to plead out.
What's that?
I was wanting to just plead out.
You wanted to be out?
No, plead out.
Oh, plea out. Well, you have to talk to an attorney. So when Mr. Kirk gets in touch with you, talk to him about what is the most appropriate thing for you to be doing in this case. All right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, video.
There you go, tilt it down. Okay, you got a better picture now. All right, thank you. All right, case numbers 21-0196, 22-CR81, both titled State of Ohio versus Dean Murray. You are Dean Murray, appearing on the screen under which is marked, has your name on it now? All right. This hearing is being conducted by Zoom. Mr. Little is currently in a residential treatment facility. His attorney is Sarah Barber is present, and also Mr. King on behalf of the state both present by Zoom. Barber, you and your client both agree to this hearing being conducted by Zoom rather than being in person.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Murray, you're okay with that as well? All right, the record reflects the defendant pleads guilty in each case to aggravated possession of methamphetamine and fifth-degree felony. The court referred the matter for a pre-sentence investigation. The matter was also referred in each case to the drug court. I have received pre-sentence report. And each of the parties had an opportunity to review a summary.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will also note that evaluation of drug court was conducted. And Ms. Sturgill did send a letter that was filed yesterday indicating that she had met with Mr. Murray and that he had assigned application to the defendant program, provided a proper handle. All right. Anything from the state regarding sentencing? All right, Mr. Barber?
Just what is contained in the plea agreement?
Mr. Murray, anything you would like to say? All right. Well, then the court finds that the defendant does meet all the criteria for the drug court docket, and therefore I'll admit you into the drug court docket in each case. And it is the order then of the court that in each case should be put under community control under the conditions of the drug court docket. First of all, Mr. Murray, to be required to provide all of the program requirements that you have been provided in your handbook that you signed. Those are adopted as part of the court's order. And in particular, you're required to obey all laws, laws, and jurisdictions, conduct yourself in all abiding manner at all times. The court, when and as directed, must be truthful in any statements you give to the probation department regarding your conditions. You're to keep them informed of your residence and place of employment at all times, not to change either without prior permission, not to leave the state of Ohio at any time without prior written permission, may not enter upon the grounds of any correctional facility of any jurisdiction, or may communicate with or attempt to communicate with anyone who's an inmate or prisoner in those facilities without prior written permission. Now, because of your conviction, you're prohibited under both federal and state law for purchasing, possessing, owning, using, or having under your control any kind of a firearm, ammunition, or dangerous ordnance. That's also a condition of your community control. And also, you're not having any other weapons of any type while you're under community control. You're not permitted to purchase, possess, use, or have under your control any kind of controlled substance, drug abuse, CBD, oil, creating, or any varying analog of any controlled substance, drug abuse, as effects similar to controlled substances or drugs abuse, nor any other instrument, device, or thing may be used to administer them or prepare them for administration, unless you have a lawful prescription, and if you do, you must provide a copy of it 24 hours to proceed. You may not obtain medical marijuana part of the drug court docket. You're dismissed drug testing when and as correct. You're not permitted to purchase, possess, use, or have under control any alcoholic beverage. Normally, be present in places where the sole being consumed be possessed of alcohol. May not associate with anyone who's a co-defendant in this case, or any other person has a criminal record, member gang, or criminal group, or any person that has in the past or the future influence you to commit a criminal offense or violate these conditions. After the date of this order, you're not permitted to marry or establish cohabitation with non-voluntary sexual relationship with another person without written permission. You must report any contact with law enforcement or arrest, citation, conviction, or other charge of violating the law until the next business day after that occurs. Then provide your supervising officer financial information records and the ability to pay any restitution fees or costs of your review. Now, if you're referred by your supervising officer or any other probation department employee or any kind of further evaluation, setup, treatment beyond that you're already involved in, you'll submit that. If there's any type of program recommended, you'll enroll in and successfully complete that. You'll be required to pay court costs to make payment arrangements to do that. You're compliant with your treatment plan as recommended. That includes successfully completing the program now, as well as any transitional treatment and aftercare. Now, by being placed under community control, Mr. Murray, rather than being put under sentence prison, you're deemed to consent to a search without a warrant of your person or vehicles or residence or any other place, vehicle that's under your control or where you're found at any time in the office of the probation department. There will be no fine or driving suspension imposed. Court costs also order to be paid as a substantive order. If you don't make payments, then the clerk collect as your first, including level bank accounts, wage attorneys, or other assets that may have, which you may have. That doesn't collect it, the court could order you to do service, give you credit for each hour you work, and earn the accept the court. Each hour you work will reduce your judgment by that amount, so pay full. Now, in the event that the probation department feels that you're not compliant with the conditions, then they can file a written notice at the court. There will be a hearing. You can entitled to have an attorney. The outcome of that hearing is that you have failed to comply. Then at that time, the court could terminate you from the drug court docket, could terminate you from community control, and sentence you in each case to a term of 6 to 12 months, then fine you $2,500, and then be consecutive for a total of 12 to 24 months. And a total fine of $5,000. If that occurs, once you complete the prison term imposed by the court, the law provides the adult parole authority may, at their option, put you under post-release control for a period of up to 2 years in these cases. And if that occurs, then you'll be supervised on the conditions they set by a parole officer, and if they determine that you don't comply, they can return you to prison, even though you served the entire term set by the court, for an additional period of up to 9 months for one violation of the maximum of half of your prison term for all violations. However, if you've been in a felony while under post-release control, then in addition, whatever sentence the judge in the new case proposed, that judge can also sentence in this case to an additional period of 1 year, or whatever comes left on that period of post-release control, whichever is greater. If that occurs, then we serve technically the sentence of the case. All right. Is there anything further from counsel?
There.
All right. Well, that completes your case then. We'll have a drug court Friday. Let's proceed then. And you're releasing all the other pre-trial conditions. All right. Next case is in person. prosecutor Collins, prosecutor King, defendant Sarah Barber, defendant not present, and you heard anything from the word.
I have not, Your Honor. I actually even spoke with probation and they have not heard anything either.
He reported the report that I received from them this morning. He has not reported had any contact with them since May 17th. The court will issue a KBS matter on inactive docket. Does such time see is located? CD 185, Adams County General Health District versus Susan Hatfield. Ms. Hatfield is present. The plaintiff represented by the prosecutor, assistant prosecutor, name. And here on the matter of contempt, I believe, was filed on March 31st, alleging that the defendant had failed to comply with the removal of solid waste from the premises. And the court had originally filed an order on January 21st, giving 60 days to do that. And so this hearing was set now. Hatfield, this is a civil contempt proceeding, and in the event that it's found that you failed to comply, you could be sentenced to 30 days in jail, fine $250, as well as legal and pay the court costs. Now, I'll ask counsel to complain if there's been any improvement in the premises since the motion was filed.
No, Your Honor, and there's not been improvement to the premises. I'm not sure if this was mentioned in a prior hearing, but the accumulation of things has actually gone across the road into the deceased neighbor's property. So, no, it's not being cleaned up. It's just yesterday, the health department took new pictures. There's no improvement at all.
Hatfield, are you denying that, or
No, we loaded that big trailer down that was in my yard, and they're now taking everything to the junkyard. Everything's pulled out to the front of my house.
It's ready to be taken out here shortly?
They're taking out, and it poured down rain yesterday. We was loaded all up in the rain and everything.
Where are you gonna take it?
They was taking it to, what's that place here in Hillsborough? That junkyard? I don't know the name of it. It's right there off of, 50. You go out 50. What's the name?
Oh, you got the rentals, Hertz?
Yes.
Hertz.
And they got
Hertz
some,
and rentals, there's two out there.
what is it?
There's two, there's Hertz and there's also rentals.
No, it's a Purdon's, the junkyard.
Yeah.
That's, and they had 2 trucks.
Okay.
One was hauled down with stuff, and then the other one was hauled the big trailer out this morning. And they're coming back as soon as they unload that, getting the rest of the stuff out of my front yard, loading it down. Now, I do have trash. Trash does not until tomorrow, on Wednesdays and Sundays. Sundays, I'm only allowed to take 6 bags down, but Chris, the guy who runs the trash place, on Wednesdays, I could take anything down there except tires. And he told me to load everything down, and I can he'll save me 2 dumpsters to put all the trash, whatever boards, trash, whatever I have in there for tomorrow.
When was, the health department at this property?
Yesterday.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll continue this in progress for a couple of weeks, and then, we'll see where we stand there, but, and as far as I don't know, you're saying that, if you're saying that there's some stuff going across the street,
The neighbors have
that's a
taken,
different case,
I know,
so.
the neighbors have recently been taking pictures. Mr. Hatfield is actually on house arrest at the house through a drug trafficking case here in this court. So the neighbors have been, taking pictures and sending me videos of what's going on over there.
Okay. Alright. Well, so let's, see this, let me get the calendar. And, you need to contact the health department, let them know after you get that tomorrow, maybe be out there, we can check on it, but, it's all gonna be taken off.
Yes.
You have, you had 60 days as of March, and this is another 90 days since then, as of today, so, you've had enough time. I just sent a lady to jail Friday for 30 days, because she did not comply. I think about, 2 weeks today, roughly, for a continuation of this period of progress. Alright. Alright, June 22nd at, 9 a.m. Everything is taken care of, I imagine that they will, dismiss the contempt, but you still have to pay out court costs for the case. So, but again, we need to work with them, and, I expect it to be cleaned up in 2 weeks. Full cleaned up, everything, trash, junk, crack, whatever's out there, get it cleaned up. Alright, thank you. Sir,
Dennis Clarkson, report.
what's your name?
Dennis Clarkson.
Alright, well, you're only about 25 minutes late.
Yeah, I know.
Information for your arrest, so have a seat there. Amen. See if you get hold of Sarah. And, tell her that, text Sarah and tell her Mr. Clarkson just showed up. See if she come back. I'll leave it another spot.
vote on the two motions to seal when you're set at 2:30?
No, you didn't, okay. They don't even show either.
Okay.
I just said something to get, an introduction. Those rules, ILCs.
Right.
He said I got subpoenaed for those two cases for chain of evidence.
Then to the chain of custody, because you turn the evidence, you turn it back over to Bowman after the mistrial. Now he's in the chain of custody.
I don't think I didn't testify. That's what he said, they said that.
Ben?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell them next week. But, we're gonna have it for, trial.
They need to stipulate to all of the chain of custody. Done. All right.
What was Lynn?
Delana, 15 and a half.
I saw she's working. Where's she working at?
Ignite Nutrition.
What is it?
Ignite Nutrition.
What's that?
It's that place down there by that, by Ojai or whatever, the Japanese steakhouse.
Oh, in a little strip mall?
They make
I
like,
didn't know there was a place in there.
they make like protein shakes and
Oh.
teas that are full of protein.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
she works there.
I haven't been out there for a long time. I've
Yeah.
never been in that Japanese restaurant.
You know what?
You're
When
not
you,
missing much.
yeah. Their food is good on the to-go menu. If you go
Yes.
in, it kind of ruins your appetite.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I've never been in there. That was a Chinese restaurant for a little bit.
That was the best Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, I went over there a couple times. They advertised they didn't have any MSG in their food. And, like that, we ate there a couple times. But,
Well, when it was at the Mexican restaurant, we used mangoes.
It was good.
We used to go there all the time.
yeah, that's right, that's right. I'm proud about being mangoes.
They had
It was
the
good.
best
I
food.
liked it.
Now, I mean, the food is good now, but I don't know.
I don't know, I'm not discussing.
It is.
Yeah, we were getting, Jim Johnson, the deal for Jim Johnson, so I get to go. And food kit. Yeah. Yeah, there was about 1 week. Every 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, she's been working there for probably a month or so, but now regularly because she's out of school.
Yes.
She got the job herself.
Can I talk to you real quick?
Yeah, she loves it too.
Yeah, I didn't start believing that old.
I know.
Mom getting really old.
I know. Well, so are you. I know.
I'm not ashamed of that, that's good. At my age, I'm proud to get old.
Yeah, she does. She works her little tail off.
Who runs that?
Michelle Gibbons is her name, I think. She looks real familiar to me, but I don't know how I would know her. But very, very nice lady, and she just loves me.
Gibbons or Gibbons?
Gibbon.
Yeah, I didn't know that was out there.
Yeah. Well, Delana came home Friday from work, and Dad picked her up, and then they went to Sam's Club and Olive Garden and stuff. But she called me and she said, "Mom, I had $48 in tips today. You posted that on Facebook, and all kinds of people came in." So she made $48 in tips, and then she gets paid an hourly rate too. So, yeah, she's real happy about it, and she enjoys it. And it's not like she maybe will work 4 days a week at most, like 4 or 5 hours. Not, Riley, her sister, works at the porch, works 6 days a week, and sometimes 12-hour days.
Well, they've had trouble.
Yes. And they asked Delana to come there, and Delana said, "Nah, I'm not ready to work like that yet." She said, "I have a fat steer to take care of and other stuff to do."
Yeah, I think probably make a pretty good difference down there too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay them one time. Tracy, Danny, that used to be neighbors, she,
Jasmine,
no, Marcy.
Marcy, Clint.
Yeah, they live next door, keep it down.
Yeah, their son Carter and Delana are real good friends.
Yeah, they went out there when they had their, private leagues,
Mm-hmm.
and, first night, they did, and Clinton,
You know, some people I've heard say, like, it's the best food, and, you know, and other people I've heard say it's way overpriced for what it is. I've heard.
Carson showed up at $150 from Mississippi. So, luckily, Miss Carter was able to be found, and I think there were 11 groups, so we're back on record. The defendant is charged with aggravated possession of fentanyl-related compound, 53 felony. This is a first pre-trial, on pre-trial set on the 23rd of June, and trial set on the 14th of July. To the state provided discovery and a bill of particulars. And, see, you filed your discovery yesterday.
I did, Your Honor, this morning.
Are you anticipating pre-trial motions?
No, and the state has made an offer, I just have not had an opportunity to go over that with Mr. Carson.
All right, are there any other matters we need to discuss?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Clarkson, you're 20 minutes late. Don't want that to happen again.
Yes, sir.
And also, for the probation department, you're not reporting, you pulled the report last week. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
Yeah. You pulled the report once a week, 4 weeks, and then after that, it's a term. And they have not seen you since March or May the 17th. So I would say you must have reported there the day you were arraigned and have not reported since. Yeah, that was the day you were arraigned.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're going to go right down there as soon as we get done. You're going to go down and report to them, and you'll make arrangements to report again for the next 3 weeks. You need to understand one thing. I'm going to give you a break this time, but if you don't comply, I'm going to, and I get a notice that you're not reporting. I can issue a warrant for you and have you put in jail and held until we have a hearing and determine, what's going on. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, you better believe what I'm telling you.
I do.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.